Prepper Basics, interviewing an inventor of an amazing water purification product that you must learn about today. This is Throttle Up Prepper. All right, hello and welcome. This is Throttle Up Prepper. I am your host, Jeff. Welcome to the program. I'm going to get right into it today. Another interview. I'm excited about this one. You guys are going to like this. Listen, as preppers, we're always getting ready for the unknown. And part of getting ready for the unknown, we have to make sure we have food, water, and storage. Not necessarily in that order. Water, of course, is our primary concern. Whether we're sheltering in place during a natural disaster or other type of situation that we come in contact with, or heaven forbid, we have to bug out and run for our lives. Obviously, water is the main concern, and we can only carry so much. I am excited because I came across a guy, a neat guy, you're going to meet him in just a second, who invented a product. And I'm not smart enough to begin to do this thing justice. That's why we had to have him on here to talk about it. But it is going to make your water purification just a dream come true. It's very small packaging, but massive, massive amounts of water that you can treat and sustain you and your family, and for that matter, your whole stinking neighborhood for quite some time. Let's go ahead without any further ado. Welcome to Throttle Up Prepper, inventor of a product called CuH2O. This is John Jones. John, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on.
Well, it is a pleasure to have you, and up front, I will just confess to the viewers and apologize in the event of any video or audio issues. We're still learning. Be gentle. But John, there are so many different uses we've been discussing for your product. Primarily, we'll discuss today, drinking water purification, but the same product used in different ways is great in agricultural purposes, great for pool and hot tub maintenance, and other things. First of all, let's start with what most of the viewers here are going to be interested in, drinking water. Tell us about your product and what it does and how it can benefit we, the prepper.
All right, Jeff. What we found is we had NSF to do the testing on it, and they've approved it for municipality drinking water and for potable drinking water. And so 1 gallon of this concentrate will actually treat 60,000 gallons of water.
All right, stop right there. First of all, 1 gallon of CuH2O will make 60,000 gallons of water drinkable?
This is correct. This is exciting.
That is exciting because the standard is we're supposed to stockpile or prepare 1 gallon of water per person per day. That's 120 gallons a month for a family of 4 if my brilliant math is correct. So 60,000 gallons. That's crazy.
Yes, this is very exciting, and it's going to be very helpful to the people that are in need of water.
Awesome. And you mentioned that it was approved by the NSF. And for those who don't know, tell us what the NSF is and how easy or difficult it is to get that approval.
That's the National Safety Foundation. If you want to go after the drinking water at any level, you have to go through them, and then they do the testing over a period of time, and then they're the ones that make it safe for the municipalities on whether or not they're going to accept it.
Wow. So, and just to let people know, we're going to be making this available. It's available in various sources. We're trying something a little different here, trying to keep the price low. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we're making everything available through our website, which will pop up at the bottom of the screen, throttleupprepper.com. We've just recently added a store, so there's 3 different sizes from, I believe, 2 ounces, if I'm thinking correctly, up to the gallon size. There are other sizes. If you're interested, we can put you in direct contact with Mr. Jones. But also on the website, and we are likely going to have this link in the sidebar on pretty much every page, but the blog is where it goes, where you can link to not only see the patent, that he's not full of baloney. He actually has the government patent and the EPA documentation showing its efficacy and safety. You want to talk a little bit about that and what they say?
Yes, Jeff. The EPA, what they've done is they've tested the product, and what they've done is come up with 32 pages for the farmers. And for an example, if they grow any type of citrus, it simply tells them how much the application they should use and when they should use it, and it tells what diseases that particular plant would get, and then it shows how it eradicates it. As for with any type of crop that they may be growing.
And for a lot of preppers, we're into gardening and using whatever land we have, whether we're, urban dwellers and growing things on our patio and pots, or these guys that have the dream bug out location with acres and acres of stuff growing. What are some of the things that helps to eradicate? I think you said something about it was a powdery mildew, or?
Yes, Jeff. White powdery mildew seems to be a huge problem today for a lot of the farmers and a lot of the home people. I actually have a beautiful 10-foot hibiscus plant that got hit with white powdery mildew, and within just 4 or 5 days, it almost completely kills the plant. Within 24 to 48 hours of being sprayed with the CuH2O, you actually see the difference of the plant becoming healthy again. As with any plant, and to answer the question, it'll eradicate 103 different types of diseases on plants.
Holy
and
cow.
crops.
That is crazy. That is amazing. Matter of fact, I listened to a 970 WFLA, a news talk station out of Tampa on iHeartRadio, and it seems like Florida gets hit with, and I'm probably not going to call it right, but it was some citrus disease that's just killing off crops. You might want to get in touch with people down there and save the citrus industry. I'm sure that's one of the 103.
Yes, it's called canker. They've had a serious problem with it. And the government says that this will eradicate 99.9% of the canker on citrus trees, which is very exciting.
Wow. Man, so all right, so and we're kind of hitting the highlights. We talked about the drinking water a little bit. We'll come back to that as to how we do that and how it works. But let's just hit the highlights. We talked about the drinking water, the agriculture, pools, and hot tubs. John, come on, what is that? What's going on there?
Okay, you can actually convert a swimming pool over to this product, and if you do run into a problem, you just simply shock it. But this will alleviate so much use of chlorine. And what we've figured is at the end of a season, there's 99, for the people that use liquid chlorine, there's actually 99 gallons approximately at the end of a season for the average pool owner, as opposed to 1 gallon of this product. What a huge difference.
Wow. So that would be a savings, not only because, I don't know that we need to go into it. If you feel so inspired, you can share. But I think most people are aware that chlorine's great for killing bacteria and sterilizing a pool, but it's not so great for, like you said, your eyes and your skin. And the skin is our largest organ of the body. And, when I go swimming, I love to swim, but I try to keep it short. The YMCA down where I'm at, you walk into the indoor pool, and it's instant headache time. So this eliminates that, right?
Yes, Jeff. And to touch base on a hot tub, just imagine no smell, no taste whatsoever. Just the way that you would get drinking water from a bottled drinking water from a store with no smell or no flavor. That's exactly how this is. And the exciting thing is it only takes 2 to 3 ounces to do the average size hot tub.
Wow. So this not only makes it a more pleasant experience and makes it less expensive to maintain a pool and a spa, but also just a healthier all around experience because again, you're sitting in this water, it's being absorbed by your skin. So what is it about CuH2O that makes this not just another chemical that we are going to have to worry about and read about 10 years from now that CuH2O is linked to this or that? Because there are no chemicals, correct?
Correct. This is a mineral. And that's what makes it exciting. It's one of the minerals it's one of the 3 prevalents that's required in the human body.
So
they have.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Copper, zinc, and iron are the 3 prevalents in the human body to keep it healthy. This is one of the main prevalents to help keep the body healthy.
Wow. So again, we don't want to give away any trade secrets or anything, but so there's no chemicals. It's all natural stuff that renders pools and hot tubs safer, cleaner, more pleasant to be around. Eradicates 103 different diseases for plants. And again, a lot of preppers that have pools, that water could be life-saving if that's all you have to draw from. And this you'll be able to actually drink from the pool. That's just crazy. I'm so used to telling my kids, don't open your mouth, don't open your mouth. You don't want to get any pool water in there, but that's solved by this. And then again, 60,000 gallons of water. I should have done the math. Divided by 4 people, how many days supply? That's just crazy. And let's get back to the drinking water. Like how is it something, if someone has a certain, maybe a 5-gallon bucket that they scoop out of a river or from whatever source, rainwater, they would just add a certain set amount to it and have to wait a certain amount of time, or is it pretty much instant, you're good to go?
Yeah, yes, Jeff. Roughly 20-minute period to make sure that it kills all the bad little so-called bugs and critters in the drinking water.
Mm-hmm. So here's a question that I had that a friend of mine, because I was talking this up and how I was going to be interviewing you, and he came up with a really interesting question, and I hadn't thought of it. I can't imagine this stuff is, even though it's all natural, you probably don't want to just be chugging it straight from the bottle. However, if used in the correct amounts, and this might be a stupid question, but if we're ingesting that and you're saying it kills off bacteria and harmful stuff, how does that affect or not affect the natural bacterial balance in our intestines? Because it's natural, it's somehow is selective that way. How does that work?
The CuH2O, because of the mineral that it is, it only goes after the bad bacteria, and it leaves the good bacteria alone.
So this is one of those. This is one of those God things. This the way the good Lord put it here. It serves a purpose, is what you're saying.
You really hit the mark. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. I mean, if people need more information or want to probe your brain a little extra, I'll make sure, because there'll be a blog post on this as well. You can just search on the website, throttleupprepper.com. Go to the blog page and just search CuH2O, and the article will come up, and we'll have John's direct contact information. And, we're not trying to do some crazy corner in the market thing. I think that the pricing that we have on the website is pretty crazy, competitive. John was saying most are retailing the gallon between $99 and $129 per gallon. Is that correct?
Yes, Jeff, this is correct.
All right. Well, we decided, it's not all about profits here. I mean, obviously, if we're able to earn a little bit of money and help us to do what we do and what we want to be doing with this channel and elsewhere, obviously there's a little bit, but I believe at this point, we'll be selling it for just $85 plus shipping. I got to get with you, John, and figure out what that shipping is. John will be drop shipping for us. So if you're a prepper or a pool supplier, or you're in the agricultural business and you want to get with John and you want to make this available to your audience, or you want to buy it in other quantities, then we're just basically carrying 3 quantities. I believe it's a 2 ounce size, 16 ounce size, a quart, and a gallon, whatever it is. Go look on the website. We got 3 sizes, but John has them all the way up to, you got 55-gallon drums for industrial size use, correct?
Yes, this is correct.
All right. So again, if you're interested, if you're a municipality and you want to, after you look at the EPA and the NSF and the patent and maybe get a couple ounces and test it out yourself, and you want to use it for your applications, and buying it by the gallon isn't going to cut it, John's information will be there in the blog post. Just look up CuH2O, and you can contact him directly, and he'll hook you up. Right?
Yes.
What else do people need to know? I want to make sure I haven't skipped anything important. You got any other thoughts? Any other last minute appeal for people to check this out and investigate it for themselves?
Yes, it's a wonderful preventative to surround the plants. We found that, and also, like I said, it works awesome on the white powdery mildew and the other 102 different diseases. It's a wonderful product. The government says don't spray it off when they actually go for human consumption. Mm-hmm. You don't have to bother to spray the CuH2O. So that made it also very good.
Wow, so that in and of itself, it's adding to the nutritional content of your fruits and vegetables, whereas the old 7 Dust or other things I remember I used to use back in the day, always tells you, don't use it within 10 to 14 days of harvest. Make sure you scrub it because you don't want to ingest that junk. But this is beneficial.
And that's what makes it so exciting and so healthy and so great for the people and for the plants.
John, I got to confess, people like you, I love you and I hate you at the same time. I love you because, we need more people like you that think outside the box and come up with stuff like this. But man, oh man, people like you just make people like me feel dumb. I don't know how you guys do it, but that's awesome. Thank God for you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Well, listen, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Again, Throttle Up Prepper people. There you have it, CuH2O. Hopefully we give you some good meat, some good information. Hopefully you understand the impact and the importance of this product on you as a prepper, not only for your drinking water in the event of an emergency, but most of you guys garden to one degree or another. A lot of you guys have pools or hot tubs. This just makes sense. And do your homework. I'm going to put the links on the website in the sidebar where you can look at the 32-page EPA report where you can see that he has a patent, that this stuff is for real. And again, John, God bless you, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much. You take care now.
You too.